Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to continue with our day of boxing, this time Legends of Boxing on the PC. And what a fight card we have from the Houston Astrodome, deep in the heart of Texas. 5 fights. The main event, the heavyweight championship between the champion Gene Tunney and the number 8 challenger George Foreman. How did Foreman get here? He won a very convincing decision over Jack Dempsey, dominating the first 4 rounds, dropping Dempsey on several occasions, and then cruising to a victory. In the co-main event, another heavyweight matchup for the USBA heavyweight title, Sonny Liston defends his title that he won from Rocky Marciano via close decision against another man from Texas, Jack Johnson. Johnson making his debut in our universe. World title fight. Marvin Hagler, Carlos Monzon, 1 versus 2 for the vacant middleweight title. Hagler does hold the USBA title, not on the line here. He won that by stopping Frank the Animal Fletcher. And that's scheduled for 15. Billy Costello, Gene Hatcher will clash 12 rounds junior welterweights for the USBA title. Both pugilists making their debut in our universe. And to start off, this would be a main event anywhere, but to start off this night of champions at the Astrodome, 5 fights, all championship fights. Julio Cesar Chavez takes on Alexis Arguello, 15 rounds for the vacant World Lightweight Championship. So without any further ado, let's get to ringside at the Astrodome, and it is a packed house here at the Astrodome. So Julio Cesar Chavez and Alexis Arguello once again making their debut in our universe for Legends of Boxing. Overall, Chavez 107, 6-2 with 85 stoppages. He's a pressure fighter. Alexis Arguello 77, 8-0 with 62 stoppages. Chavez is from Sonora, Mexico. Alexis Arguello, Managua, Nicaragua. Both former lightweight champions in reality. Both are pressure fighters. Chavez will have a slight advantage in control by 1, I believe. Hitting power 7. Arguello has a slight edge in hitting power 8. Endurance 25 for Arguello, 33 for Chavez. He's considered a dirty fighter. Arguello more gentlemanly. He's an average fighter when it comes to fouling. Arguello and Chavez never fight elusive, and they on the outside, Chavez 1 through 5, Arguello 1 through 12. He likes to land the jab and the long right hand. Also has a good uppercut. For Chavez, inside 6 through 14, pressure 15 through 20. Arguello fights on the inside only 13 and 14, and these rolls are done behind the scenes. We don't see those. I wish they would switch that. I'd like to see those. And he fights pressure 15 through 20. Arguello throws the straight punch. He likes to throw the jab and the right hand. Chavez likes to hook to the body and then come up with the uppercut. So this is bout number 1 of the 5 bouts here at the Astrodome. And let's quickly get to the ring and get this fight card going. Referee, as always, Dave Gardner. Packed house here in the Astrodome. Dave Gardner brings the pugilist to the center of the ring. Chavez out of the red corner. Arguello out of the blue corner. No questions from their chief seconds. They touch gloves, they go back, and they await the bell. Chavez looks like he'll bring the pressure. Arguello will fight from the outside. Here's the bell for round number 1, and as you can see, Chavez has the lower control number 9, and that gives him an advantage of 1. compared to Arguello's 10. And right away, they meet in the center of the ring. They feint, but they don't fire. Arguello trying to walk Chavez into a right hand. Arguello in control. Arguello with a beautiful jab and the right cross, catching Chavez coming in. That's what Alexis wants to do. Ooh, Arguello lands on the belt line. The pro-Chavez crowd here at the Astrodome didn't like that. Arguello continues to throw the jab. Chavez ducks underneath it. Chavez moves forward, but it's Arguello landing 2 jabs and then a right hand to the body. Chavez finally gets inside, and he pounds away with a left-right to the body, an uppercut to the head, and a left hook. And Arguello is in trouble. And the many Mexicans who are here at the Astrodome are going insane. Chavez looking to finish Alexis Arguello off. A relentless combination. Arguello pinned on the ropes, his head being snapped like a piñata. He's being hit over and over again. And Arguello is in big trouble. Referee Dave Gardner looking on as Chavez continues to pound away with hooks to the body and up to the head. Arguello needs to get off the ropes, and Arguello is caught again by a double left hook salvo. Arguello looking to fight off the ropes, a jab and a right hand, and there's the bell. Chavez takes that round, in our opinion. Referee Dave Gardner is mic'd up and in the chat. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. Of course, Digital Dice with Uncle Ron Juckett on Spreaker or wherever fine podcasts can be listened to for all your sports, sims, games, questions, concerns, and comments and interviews. Also, Uncle Dave Gardner has put up a hockey video on his channel, and actually some other hockey videos from where he plays hockey, but this one is a gaming video, this last one, Shootout Hockey. So I give that round to Chavez. Let's go to our ringside scorer. And Chavez 10-9, we're in agreement there. Arguello, they're trying to revive Alexis in his corner. We prepare for round number 2. Chavez down to 29 endurance points. Arguello 22. Here's the bell for round 2. And again, Arguello behind the jab, hooks to the body. So it was a good jab, catching Chavez, trying to move in, and then he right hook to the body. Chavez gets inside, and he pounds away with a left-right hook to the body. Chavez working that Arguello body. Arguello comes right back with a grazing hook to the head. Arguello tries to keep distance. Oh, a toe-to-toe exchange. Both fighters landed evenly. Solid shots. Neither shook up. Chavez gets in punching range. Left hook to the body and a right uppercut. Snaps the head of Alexis Arguello. Arguello seems to be wearing down. Chavez looking to pour it on as he digs a combination to the body. Again, he digs that good left hook, that Mexican left hook, to the ribcage of Alexis Arguello and continues to pound away. Chavez backing Arguello up. Arguello trying to use the jab. Arguello misses with the jab. Chavez digs the left to the ribcage again and then comes up with a right uppercut, smashing Arguello square in the face. Arguello blinks, but there's no blood. Under a minute to go here in round 2. Arguello looks to land. He throws a left, right, and misses. Chavez, under 30 seconds, bangs away at the body, forcing Arguello to the ropes. The bell sounds. Another good round for Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez down to 26 endurance points. Arguello down to 19. Arguello has to turn the tide of battle here. First 2 rounds, unofficially, we have given to Chavez. Round 3. Arguello comes out working behind the jab. He throws a jab in the right hand, but Chavez is able to evade both punches. Arguello again fires. Lands a grazing jab. Toe-to-toe exchange. Both fighters did not set down on their punches, but they landed. Arguello continues to press forward. Chavez presses forward. Arguello lands another jab, trying to set up the boom right hand. Now he hooks to the body. He feinted with the left and caught Chavez coming in with a left hook to the body, but did not throw the right hand. Chavez bores in. Chavez fights through the Arguello arms and lands an uppercut. They tie up. Referee Gardner breaks him. Chavez pounces right back on Arguello, throwing a left-right, but Arguello parries those punches away. Under a minute to go here in round 3. Arguello pawing with the jab, and booyah with the right hand, nails Julio Cesar Chavez, and Chavez walks right through it. Chavez walks right through that big right hand of Arguello. Final moments of round 3, and it's Chavez winging punches at the bell, but missing. Wow. Alexis Arguello has to really be discouraged there. He has to really be discouraged. He hit Chavez square in the chin with a beautiful right cross, and Chavez sneered and walked through it. Another round for Chavez in our opinion. Chavez down to 22 endurance points. Arguello 17. Ringside score, he gave that round to Alexis Arguello. I didn't see it that way. Round 4, scheduled for 15, the vacant lightweight championship on the line. And Arguello takes control with the jab, 2 jabs, and another booyah right cross, and Chavez walks through it. This has really got to be frustrating. Another good right hand landed by Arguello and seemingly does nothing to the Chavez chin. Arguello lands on the belt line, trying to slow down the Mexican assassin by any means necessary. Arguello continues to pump that jab out there, and he sends the right hook to the body of Chavez. Chavez presses forward. Arguello, a good combination, and that one caught the attention of Chavez. The jab, the right hand, and then a left uppercut, snapping the head of Julio Cesar Chavez. This has been the best round for Arguello, in our opinion, so far. Arguello wings a right-left and misses. Chavez stayed low. Chavez looks to fire back, and he misses a looping right. A minute to go here in round 4. Chavez lands on the belt line, says referee Gardner. Toe-to-toe exchange, final 30 seconds, and it's Chavez missing. Arguello with a counter, and Arguello with a left hook to the body and a right hook to the head. A good round for Alexis Arguello. That's the first we have given him. Again, our scorecard is unofficial. Chavez down to 18 endurance points. Arguello 15. It looks like Alexis Arguello, who sometimes can be a slow starter, is starting to warm up. The ringside scorer has it even at 38 apiece, 2 rounds apiece. We have Arguello down by a round. So we have Chavez up a round. Round 5, scheduled for 15, vacant lightweight championship. And Arguello lands on the belt line. Referee Gardner says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They tie up. Referee Gardner says break, and they do. Now Arguello back at distance. Chavez putting pressure. Arguello throws a left hook and a right hook, missing Chavez as he dips underneath. Chavez gets in range, and Chavez left hook to the body and up to the head. And Arguello pushes Chavez away. Oh, Arguello took those punches much better. Much better. He is in a rhythm now. They tie up. They maul. They brawl. Referee Gardner gets in and breaks them. Again, a lot of mauling and brawling. You can see Arguello does not want to fight with Chavez on the inside. They break. Now Chavez jabs his way in and lands a right hand, left hook to the body, and a right hook to the body. Under a minute to go in round 5. Chavez applies the pressure. A lead right uppercut snaps the head of Arguello, and then Chavez digs the left to the rib cage of the Nicaraguan. Chavez punching at the bell, right hand, left hook to the head, and Arguello buckled. Arguello buckled, but the bell sounded. And quickly, referee Dave Gardner jumps between both pugilists. A big round for Chavez. Chavez down to 14 endurance points. Arguello down to 12. Unofficially, the ringside scorer has Chavez up 1. We have Chavez up by 2. Round 6 scheduled for 15. Our first bout of our extravaganza from the Houston Astrodome, Night of Champions. And both fighters feint but don't throw to start off round 6. Chavez foot feints, but Arguello throws and misses. Chavez dips and counters with a right hand, and Arguello stumbles. Arguello stumbles. He took that shot on the chin. He stumbles. He buckles. He starts to back up. Chavez moves forward, digs a left to the rib cage and a right uppercut, splitting the guard of Alexis Arguello, smacking him square in the face. And Arguello has blood coming from his nose. Alexis Arguello has blood coming from his nose. And the fans here, a pro-Chavez crowd, a lot of Mexican-Americans and Mexicans here at the Astrodome. And Chavez goes to the Franks and Beans there. And referee Dave Gardner warns Chavez, asks Arguello, do you need a moment? He takes a deep breath and says, let's go. But that took some starch out of Alexis Arguello. Chavez looking to take advantage of that. He digs that left to the rib cage of the Nicaraguan, and then again with the right uppercut, splitting the guard, snapping the head. Blood continues to come from the nose of Alexis Arguello. Chavez continues to pot shot Arguello. Again, jab and an uppercut. He's got that combination down pat. Chavez hooks to the body and up to the head. And Arguello shoves Chavez away, but he felt those punches. Chavez is wearing down the thin man, Alexis Arguello from Managua, Nicaragua. Chavez pounding away. Chavez lands a right cross, then again digs that educated left hook to the rib cage of Alexis Arguello. We're coming to a conclusion of round 5, and it's all Chavez as he goes left hook, right hook, and the bell sounds. Both were body punches. Big round for Julio Cesar Chavez. Cleve Baseball Fan 879 has joined us. Check out that wonderful channel. He says, hello again, everyone. Just got done filming Game 4 1971 World Series using Strat Advanced. It is uploading as we speak. Excellent. I'll be checking that out in the morning along with Uncle Dave Gardner's Shootout Hockey. We also have Philip Reynolds here. And Sports Time Machine has just joined us. Our good friend Mr. Utah Mike at the Astrodome. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. We give that round to Chavez. So does the ringside score, 58-55 for Chavez. We have Chavez up by 1 more point. Chavez down to 12 endurance points. Arguello down to 8. A lot of concern in the Arguello corner. Their man is wearing down. Round 7, Chavez looking to take out Alexis Arguello. And it's Arguello throwing the jabs, but Chavez dips underneath. Chavez now looks to come right back, and he does. Again, it's that double left hook, rib cage and head of Alexis Arguello. Chavez continues to punch. He feinted the jab through the right uppercut, snapping the Nicaraguan's head. Blood starts to trickle from the nose again. Chavez continues to punch as he digs to the body and up to the head. It's always that left hook to the body, then the chopping right hand, and then another left hook to the body. It's all Chavez. Chavez wings and misses. No counter by Alexis Arguello. Toe-to-toe exchange, but Arguello got the worst of that. The right hand snapped the head of Alexis Arguello. He is definitely wearing down. Chavez, emboldened by those punches, hooks to the body and lands a right hand. That left hook got him right in distance as he feints to get in, and then the right hand clips Chavez on the jaw. Arguello, final minute of round 7, looks to throw, lands a jab and a grazing right hand, 30 seconds to go. And Arguello lands on the belt line, and again, the Mexican fans, the Mexican-American fans, continue to boo Alexis Arguello. Another good round for Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez down to 10 endurance points. Arguello down to 5. Arnold Hunter has joined us here at the Astrodome along with Cutter Historical. Cutter Historical says Chavez will win this one. Hagler and Johnson and Foreman will win later. Maybe Hatcher will win too, as he has made all of his predictions. Ringside score gives another round for Chavez. He has Chavez up 68-64. We have Chavez up by 1 more point. Round 8 coming up, scheduled for 15. Arguello looks much the worse for wear in his corner. Round 8. There's the bell. Referee Gardner says fight. Arguello trying to work behind the jab. And he jabs, lands a right hand, left hook to the body, up to the head. And Chavez again just walks through it. Chavez walks through it and moves away as it's Arguello applying the pressure. Now it's Chavez looking to pot shot the man from Managua, Nicaragua. And there's that uppercut, a grazing uppercut. He feinted and caught Alexis coming forward. Toe-to-toe exchange. It was an even exchange. Again, Arguello slow of foot, but applying the pressure. Chavez using the jab, and again, he jabs and booyah with the uppercut, snapping the head of Alexis Arguello. Blood continues to trickle from the nose of Arguello. Arguello presses forward, lands a right hand and a left hook to the body. A minute and a half to go here in round 8. Chavez looks to retaliate, jab and a booyah right hand. And Arguello buckled. Arguello is stationary. He is stationary. He is not punching. Another right hand, left hook, right hand. And Arguello backs to the ropes. He is in a world of hurt. Chavez, with under a minute, looking to finish off the man from Nicaragua, lands a right cross and digs a left hook to the body. Chavez has been outstanding in this bout, to the joy of many Mexican-American and Mexican fans here at the Astrodome. A double left hook. Oh, and there's the bell. The one to the rib cage and then right up to the head. It is an educated left hook by Julio Cesar Chavez. Arguello slowly goes back to his corner. Defeat is in his eyes. A huge round for Julio Cesar Chavez. We give it to Chavez. Chavez down to 8 endurance points. Arguello is now fatigued. His control number goes up to 11, which will give Chavez even more ability to land punches. Defense drops to 1, power drops to 5. Ringside score definitely gives that round to Chavez. Chavez building up a very hefty lead here. Round 9. In the Chavez corner, through the Mexican interpreter, they want Julio to take out Alexis. And Chavez looking to use the jab to land the right and then the left. And that's just what he does. 1-2, left to the body, lands on Alexis Arguello. Arguello feints, neither fighter throws. Chavez starts to punch, and again, that was a lead cross catching the Nicaraguan, and then he digs the left hook to the body. Chavez continues to fire away as he goes left-right hooks to the body. Both fighters from distance bouncing in and out. Chavez with much better foot movement than Alexis Arguello. Chavez throws and misses. A big right hand, no counter from Arguello. It's all Julio Cesar Chavez, left hook to the body, chopping right hand, and then he moves away. Arguello seems dumbfounded. Arguello's not punching. He is nailed with, and that is it! That is it! It is all over. The towel comes in from the Alexis Arguello corner, and referee Dave Gardner waves it off. Julio Cesar Chavez was really putting a beating on Alexis Arguello. He dipped. He's been throwing a lot of lead left hooks to the body. Well, he dipped. Arguello brought his hands down just a bit, and he came up and he snapped the Nicaraguan's head with a shot to the chin. Arguello buckled, went backwards into the ropes, and the towel came flying from the corner. They did not want to see the thin man from Managua, Nicaragua, take any more punishment. We have a lightweight champion. The vacant title goes to the man from Sonora, Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez, and there are many, many happy Chavez fans here at the Astrodome. The official time, Chavez is the winner via TKO at 2:10 of round 9. As Cutter Historical says, told ya. Prediction number 1 in the books for Cutter Historical. Wow. So Chavez really just curb stomped Alexis Arguello in this bout. Arguello never really could hurt Chavez. He landed some solid right hands that Chavez just basically walked through. I'm not saying that Chavez didn't feel the punches, but not the way that Chavez put a pounding on Alexis Arguello. Memorable to the Aaron Pryor fight, the second fight. So there you have it, bout number 1 of our 5-bout extravaganza in the books, and it's Julio Cesar Chavez winning the vacant World Lightweight Championship via TKO in round 9. Ringside score and myself had Chavez way ahead. Let's just look at the official scoring. Chavez out of the red corner, 78-73, 77-74, 78-73. All three judges had Chavez ahead. All right, so Chavez celebrates his victory in this world title fight. We prepare for bout number 2, and this should be an interesting slugfest. Billy Costello and Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. This is for the vacant United States Boxing Association junior welterweight title, scheduled for 12 rounds. Billy Costello hails from Kingston, New York. Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, Fort Worth, Texas. Both are making their debuts in my universe for Legends of Boxing. Billy Costello, 40 victories, 2 defeats, no draws, 23 by stoppage. Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, 32-7-0 with 23 stoppages. In reality, both men held the junior world welterweight title. Hatcher upset Johnny Bumpus in Buffalo, New York, I believe, on the undercard of Mancini Bramble 1. Bramble would defeat Mancini for the lightweight championship. And Billy Costello held the title. I can't remember who he exactly beat, but I know he lost to Lonnie Smith. And Billy Costello and Gene Hatcher were 2 of my favorite TV fighters. I remember the wars that Hatcher fought with Ubaldo Sacco on cable television, just tremendous. So they both are pressure fighters. Billy Costello will have a slight edge when it comes to control, I believe. Power, Hatcher has a slight edge, 6-5. Endurance, Billy Costello's a 22 and Hatcher's a 22. Neither fighter fights elusive. They're face first, let's bang away fighters, though Costello probably has a little better boxing ability. He'll fight outside 1 through 6. Hatcher doesn't fight outside at all. It's a 1. Other than that, it's 2 through 16 inside, 17 through 20 pressure. Mad Dog is always bringing it. Costello, 1 through 6 outside, 7 through 13 inside, 14 through 20 pressure. This should be a heck of an action fight from the Astrodome for the vacant USBA junior welterweight title. That's the United States Boxing Association. D. Scott Howard has joined us here at ringside at the Astrodome. Oops, we already did that. Let's go to the fight. 12 rounds for the vacant United States Boxing Association junior welterweight title. Referee Dave Gardner once again brings the pugilist to the center of the ring. There are no questions from their chief seconds. He shows them what is low and not low. The belt line is good, he says. Billy Costello out of the red corner. Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, the man from Fort Worth, Texas, out of the blue corner. And they're going to bring the pressure upon one another. There's the bell for round number 1. Both fighters go to ring center. And both fighters pound away. Even exchange. And it's Billy Hatcher. I'm sorry, Billy Hatcher. Billy Hatcher was a baseball player. I'll probably make that mistake 4,000 times. Billy Costello being first on the inside. Left hook to the body, right uppercut, snaps the Mad Dog's head. Again, it's Costello punching away. Short hooks on the inside, one to the body, and then the right hook to the head. Billy Hatcher again with a slight edge in control factor. Billy Costello, Gene Hatcher comes back with a left-right in tight to the head. Costello, left hook, right hand, left hook! And Hatcher is hurt! Hatcher is hurt. He's trying to swarm Costello. Costello looks to punch. Left hook to the body, right uppercut, snaps Hatcher's head. Hatcher looks to come right back as he digs a left-right and then splits the guard of Costello with an uppercut. The left-right was to the body. Hatcher continues to punch after being rattled. Costello ducks under the cross, though, slightly deflecting it. The punch did not land clean. Both fighters exchange at the bell, and referee Gardner has to separate them. A little animosity there between both pugilists. I give that round to Billy Costello. That good hard combination that shook up Hatcher. We see him winning that round with that combo. Costello down to 19 endurance points. Hatcher down to 18. Ringside score gives it to Billy Costello. Round 2. Round 2. There's the bell. Again, toe-to-toe inside, ring center. Costello will punch. He bangs away. Body, then head. All punches were hooks. They tie up, they jostle, they maul, they brawl. Referee Gardner pries them apart. Costello continues to be first. Left hook to the body. Crisp right hand to the jaw of Gene Hatcher. And Hatcher buckles again. Hatcher buckles again. He's not being able to stand up to the power of Billy Costello. Costello works hard to the body. Costello mauling on the inside. Hatcher works his way free. Uppercut, right hand, and another left uppercut. And Costello is hurt. Back and forth they go. Big shots being thrown by both these junior welterweights. And Hatcher throws a left-right, but Costello stays low and grabs onto him. Just under a minute to go here in round 2. A wild brawl has broken out. Costello with a double left hook, first to the rib cage and then to the head of the man from Fort Worth, Texas, snapping it. Costello looks to punch, and he does. Lands a jab and a grazing right hand. We come to a conclusion of round number 2, and it's Billy Costello throwing, and that punch was deflected by Gene Hatcher. Wow, another action-packed round. I give that round to Hatcher. He landed the bigger combination, but I give it to Hatcher. I think Costello outworked him, but I give it to Hatcher. Costello down to 3 endurance points. Hatcher down to 14. And they give it to Billy Costello, the ringside scorer. Again, our scorecards are unofficial. Round 3 scheduled for 12. Vacant United States Boxing Association Junior Welterweight title. And it's Billy Costello again being first on the inside. Billy Costello throws. Hatcher smothers him. Hatcher works his way free, looks to counter, and he lands an uppercut and a right hand that jarred Billy Costello. Both fighters exchange quite hard at ring center, digging hooks to the body and then coming up to the head. Fans really enjoying this bout, and it's Hatcher with a left hook and then a right hook. Left hook was to the body, right hook grazed Billy Costello to the head. Both fighters wing wild right hands and again get in tight. Ooh, Hatcher goes just north of the Franks and Beans. Referee Gardner gives him a slight warning, but that will slow down Billy Costello. And Costello comes back with a shot to the belt line, trying to take control of this fight. Costello continues to punch, lands the cross after the jab. Hatcher blinks, but there's no blood. Under a minute to go here in round 3. Hatcher in tight, wings hooks. Costello stays low. Hatcher missed both those punches. Hatcher continues to punch at the bell, and he lands a left and a right hook. Both were to the jaw of Billy Costello. Costello down to 12 endurance points. Hatcher down to 11. I give that round to Gene Hatcher. They give that round to Billy Costello. Round 4, scheduled for 12. There's the bell. And again, they're just going to fight toe-to-toe on the inside. You could fight this, as they say in a phone booth, in half a phone booth, for God's sakes. Billy Goat to Billy Goat. Costello, good combination in tight. Rat-a-tats the body and then snaps the head of Mad Dog Hatcher with the left uppercut. Toe-to-toe exchange in tight. Both men scored quite well. Now it's Hatcher looking to load up. He digs a left hook to Costello's ribcage and a chopping right hand to Billy's head. Hatcher continues to work hard on the inside, throwing a 3-punch salvo to the body. The right uppercut was partially blocked by the Costello arms. They tie up. Referee Gardner breaks them. Now it's Billy Costello landing a right cross and a left hook to the body, and then again a chopping right hand. Hatcher looking to come back. Hatcher digs an uppercut through the guard of Costello. It was a grazing punch. Under a minute to go here in round 4. And a good exchange, but this time Costello takes a step back. Oh my lord. A good exchange. Final 30 seconds. Costello winging and missing at the bell. Gene Hatcher caught Billy Costello's attention there. Costello goes back to his corner. Hatcher seems to have a little more pep in his step. We give that round to Gene Hatcher. Myself and the ringside scorer have not been in sync at all. Billy Costello down to 8 endurance points. Hatcher down to 8 also. Ringside score. And I finally agree on a round, except for round 1. I have it even. The ringside score has it 39-37, Billy Costello. Round 5, scheduled for 12, vacant junior welterweight United States Boxing Association title on the line. And it's Billy Costello being first on the inside, works the hooks to the body quite well. Both fighters feint, they tie up, they break, they shove one another, but no punches are thrown. Now Costello looks to land, and he lands with a right uppercut. It was a lead uppercut and then a left uppercut. So good job by Billy. Billy continues to punch. And again, he digs hard to the body and then rips that right uppercut, snapping the head of Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. A good start to round 5 for Billy Costello. Costello again pounds the body and then up to the head with chopping punches. Hatcher must retaliate, and he does, with a left-right and then a left uppercut. So they're just banging away, and it's Hatcher coming back. A grazing uppercut there, but he dug the right hand to the side of Billy Costello. And again, it's Hatcher punching away with a right hand and a left hook. Under 30 seconds to go, and Billy Costello lands a good combination at the bell. A left-right to the jaw of Hatcher, and then he digs that left hand to the ribs. That was a very close round. I lean Hatcher a bit there. Costello down to 5 endurance points. Hatcher down to 4. Coming up on the halfway point of this 12-round USBA title fight at junior welterweight. They gave that round even unofficially. I could see that also. Here we go, round 6. And it's Costello jumping on Hatcher right away, but Hatcher's just standing there. And Hatcher smothers Costello, but Costello's able to work a hook to the body. It was a left hook. They tie up, they maul, they brawl, they work the free hand, and referee Gardner breaks them. Hatcher looking to fire. Hatcher lands a right hand and a left uppercut. Costello shrugs it off. He's blinking, but there's no blood. Costello comes back with a right to the body and a hybrid hook uppercut on the inside. Again, they're just standing toe-to-toe, ring center. There's a good flurry by both fighters. Fans enjoying this bout. Costello, in our eyes, it's a close fight. And Billy lands the right cross and the left hook. That's going to lump up. That's going to start to lump up Hatcher at some point. Hatcher comes back, and Hatcher with a left uppercut and then a right uppercut. And Costello blinks a bit. Under a minute to go here in round 6. And Gene Hatcher, right cross, left hook. And Costello shoves Hatcher away. He says no, but he felt those blows. Final 30 seconds. Costello wings a left and a right hook. Hatcher shoves him into the ropes, and referee Dave Gardner gets between both testy pugilists. D. Scott Howard says, I held the Ferdy Pacheco Memorial fight today, Henry Cooper versus Chuck Wepner. An unscathed Cooper stopped Wepner on cuts in 5. The Battle of the Bleeders. Oh, that sounds fabulous. Thank you for sharing that, D. Scott Howard. Let's go to the ringside score. He gave that round to Hatcher. He has Hatcher down by 1, which means we have Hatcher up by 2, I believe. Again, our scorecards are unofficial. Billy Costello, 1 endurance point. Hatcher, 1 endurance point. Round 7, scheduled for 12. And it's Costello really trying to put the pressure and force Hatcher back. He lands a chopping right hand and a left right to the body, does Billy. Billy continues to fire as Hatcher starts to give ground. And it is a big combination. A lead right uppercut, left hook, and a right hand to the head of Gene Hatcher. And Hatcher grabs on. He grabs on, but he seems okay. Costello continues to punch. He hooks to the body, up to the head. Hatcher is able to parry the second blow away. Both fighters land toe-to-toe. Hatcher backing up. Hatcher took some steps back. He felt those blows. Costello got the better of it. Now Hatcher, sensing he's near the ropes, he fires away with an uppercut and a right hand. Costello presses forward. Hatcher sidesteps him, and Hatcher fires! Left hook, right hand! And Costello buckles! Costello buckles! Costello goes face first into the ropes. Billy Hatcher has a moment in the sun, lands the uppercut and another right hand. Costello ties him up, works his hands free. Costello dangerously on those ropes. Costello with an uppercut. And Hatcher is hurt. Gene Hatcher is hurt now. Unbelievable final moments. Costello looks to bang away, and he does with wild hooks to the body and up to the head. Holy cow. Both pugilists tagging one another like it was Cinco de Mayo and they were piñatas. Wow, who do you give that round to? What action in round 7 could be round of the year candidate? As both fighters ended up getting hurt and going into they were on the ropes, they just changed positioning after being staggered. Ringside score gives that to Billy Costello. So I have it Hatcher up 1. He has Costello up 2. Both fighters will go fatigue for round 8. Costello's control goes up. And so does Gene Hatcher's. So Costello still has a slight advantage. Hatcher's power goes down to a 4, his defense to a 1. Costello's power goes to a 3, defense a 1. Round 8. This crowd is abuzz with this fight. There's the bell for round 8. Referee Gardner's his fight. And now it's Hatcher trying to back up Costello. Can he do it? Costello's punching, banging away at the body. Hatcher continues to bring pressure, and now Hatcher throws. Right hand, left hook, and a right hook. And Costello falls into Hatcher. Hatcher spins him away. Hatcher looking to follow up, and he does. But Costello comes right back as they thud away with combinations. These two tired pugilists giving it their all for this vacant USBA junior welterweight title here in the Astrodome. Costello looking to punch, lands a grazing right hand to the head of Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Costello dead tired, he's firing away, but he is missing his shots as Hatcher smothers him. Hatcher looking to chop and hit. Oh, a chopping right hand, a left hook to the body, and then up to the head. Costello starting to wear down, and Hatcher starting to pour it on. Gene working both hands to the rib cage of Billy Costello. Under a minute to go. Costello backs up, now stands his ground, and he lands a right uppercut and a left hook on Gene Hatcher. Hatcher stops for a moment, then starts forward, and he fires his punches, and he doubles up on the left hook. Head, then down to the body. Wow, tremendous round of action in round 8. The rounds are just getting better and better. Holy cow. Hatcher's will goes down to a 7, chin goes down to a 5. Costello's will goes down to a 7, chin goes to a 6. They gave that round to Billy Costello. In the Hatcher corner, they're telling Gene it's very close. It's very close. They're going to try to rob you of this fight. In the Costello corner, there's just encourage him. Throw punches, throw punches, throw punches. Hockey and Real at ringside is screaming at everyone, watch the referee Gardner. Watch Gardner on that count. Here we go, round 9, scheduled for 12. And it's Hatcher on the inside against Costello. Costello tries to push him away, and he does. And as he pushed Hatcher away, Hatcher was throwing but missed his punches. Now Billy gets inside, and Billy pounds away with a left to the body and a right hand, snapping the head of Gene Hatcher. Hatcher has some swelling near that left eye. It's getting worse. Costello taking advantage of that swelling. As Hatcher blinks, Costello throws, rat-a-tatting the man from Texas with a 3-punch combination. The first 2 to the head. It was a left, right, and then a left hook to the body by Billy Costello. Now Hatcher ties up. Costello tries to walk him back. Costello refuses. Referee Gardner breaks them. Billy Costello steps forward, and he is met by a left-right. Left hook to the body and a right hook to the head. Good job by Gene Hatcher. Hatcher continues to fire. Left hook, right hand, and another left hook to the jaw of Billy Costello. And Costello pushes Hatcher away. Wow, so some of the steam has gone off the punches of both these pugilists. Hatcher was able to, Costello was able to walk through it. Costello lands a grazing uppercut on the inside. Now Gene Hatcher comes back. He throws wildly. He lands, but Costello with a left hook. And Hatcher says no, but he felt that. Oh boy, back and forth they go. Final moments of round 9, and it's Gene Mad Dog Hatcher at the bell with a chopping right hand and a left uppercut. And Costello knows he just got hit for sure. Unbelievable fight. Wow, both of these gents want this USBA title. Ringside scorer gives it to Gene Hatcher. So after 9, he has Hatcher down 2. I have Hatcher up, I believe, by 1. Again, our scorecard's unofficial. Round 10 coming up. Both fighters breathing heavily in their corners. Costello's control goes up to an 11. Hatcher's control goes up to a 12. Again, you want the lower number there. Hatcher's power drops to 3. Costello's power is a 2. Here we go, round 10, scheduled for 12. And both fighters on the inside. They did a decent job on the swelling near the left eye of Hatcher. Costello looks to bang away as he goes left-right to the body with hooks. Costello continues to let his hands go. This time a right uppercut gets through after he dug a left to the rib cage of Gene Hatcher. Hatcher looks to retaliate, and Hatcher comes back with a 3-punch salvo, chopping right hand to the head of Costello. Then he digs the body of Billy. Hatcher continues to punch. A right cross, left hook. Costello blinks, but there's no blood. Costello comes back with a short hook combination inside. Both shots to the head of Gene Hatcher. Again, you could fight this in half a phone booth right now. And Billy Costello punching hard, and he bangs away to the body. And that shot to the body, the left and then the right and then another left to the body, really drained Hatcher there. As he took a step back, Costello steps forward, and ooh, they clash heads. No foul. Under a minute to go here in round 10. Costello has the advantage. Hatcher trying to steal it, and Hatcher goes with a double left hook. First to the Labanza, then up to the face of Billy Hatcher. And they clash heads at the bell as they threw punches that didn't land. Referee Gardner looks at both pugilists and says they're both A-OK. In the Hatcher corner, they're screaming at Gardner to take a point away from Billy Costello. And that's gonna that clash of heads will help lump up that left eye. Unbelievable bout. It has been a thriller for this USBA vacant junior welterweight title. Gene Hatcher's will goes to a 6, his chin to a 4. 6 more minutes. I think Costello I think it's dead even after 10. I have it dead even. The ringside scorer has Billy up by 3. 6 more minutes. They're going to bang it out ring center. As they've told Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, they're going to screw you out of this fight. You better knock him out. And as he presses forward, it's Billy Costello banging away. Billy's letting his hands go. Hatcher's waiting too long, as Hatcher is tagged with a combination to the body, then up to the head. Good job by Billy. But as I say that, it's Hatcher comes back, and it is an aggressive combination. A right hand, a left hook, and another right hand to the jaw. And Costello starts to move backwards. Hatcher applies the pressure. Costello ties up Hatcher. Referee Gardner breaks him. Hatcher looking to fire, but it's Costello who gets his punches off first, and he has that good uppercut. And once again, he snaps the head of Hatcher. Hatcher looks to come back. Oh, my Lord! Right hand, left hook to the jaw of Costello. Costello starts to back up into the ropes. Hatcher pursues his prey, and Hatcher lands a straight right hand and then a left hook to the body. Hatcher has Costello trapped on the ropes. Costello fighting off the ropes with a left, right, and then an uppercut. Hatcher takes a step back, but again presses forward. Ooh, they clash heads. And with that clash of heads, Costello has some swelling near the left eye. Hatcher, none the worse for wear. Under 30 seconds to go. And it's Hatcher with a right hand and a left hook. The right hand, he feinted to the body after the right and came up with the left hook. And down goes Costello! Hatcher goes to the neutral corner. Referee Gardner picks up the count at 6, 7, 8. He gives him the mandatory 8 count. Costello got up at 6. And there is the bell. Unbelievable. Gene Mad Dog Hatcher, shades of the Johnny Bump City Bumpus fight when he won the World Welterweight WBA title, has dropped Billy Costello, the man from Kingston, New York. Right hand landed. Costello dangerously close to the ropes, ate that punch. Hatcher dipped a bit as he looked to dig the left to the body, but he didn't. He brought it up to the head, and what a left hook it was, dropping Costello on his fanny near the ropes. That is a 10-8 round for Gene Hatcher. Unbelievable brawl. 3 more minutes of violence. Costello's power is almost non-existent at a 1. Hatcher's power is a 2. These fatiguing fighters have given everything they can. Costello still has a slight edge in control. He still has the lower number. The ringside score has Gene Hatcher down by 1 point. We have Hatcher up by 2 points with the knockdown. This is a very close fight. Here we go. Final 3 minutes. Referee Gardner says touch gloves. They do. Who's going to win this vacant USBA title at junior welterweight? There's the bell. They tie up. Referee Gardner breaks them. They're very, very tired. Costello looking to punch, and he does. Right cross, left hook. Good job by Billy. Again, they feint but don't fire. Billy Costello on the inside. He doesn't have his legs underneath him. Gene Hatcher knows this. He's applying the pressure. Costello's punching, though. Again, left hook, right uppercut. Lands by Billy Costello. The hook was to the body, uppercut to the head. Both fighters wing right hands and miss. Now Hatcher looking to fire. Double left hook. Trying to drop Billy Costello again. Rib cage and head. Hatcher continues to throw. He misses. Right, then the left. Costello counters with a right hand and a left hook. And Hatcher goes backwards. Costello slowly moves forward. Hatcher fires with a left and a right, catching Billy coming forward. Hatcher applies the pressure. Final 30 seconds of this bout, and he lands on the belt line. They tie up. There's some ill feelings right now, but referee Gardner breaks them. Unbelievable bout. Wow. I have Gene Hatcher winning by 1 point. The ringside scorer has it a draw. The ringside scorer gave the final 2 rounds to Hatcher, 10-8, 10-9. Obviously, the knockdown, 10-8. I'm in agreement there. I have Hatcher winning by 1 point. Holy cow. Judges' scorecards have been collected here at ringside at the Astrodome. We go to the official announcement as referee Dave Gardner gives it to the ring announcer, our good friend Cleve Baseball Fan 879, Tim. Here we go. We have a unanimous decision, 116-111, 114-113, 116-114 for the winner. And new. Oh, it is Gene Mad Dog Hatcher. Gene Mad Dog Hatcher wins the unanimous decision and the vacant United States Boxing Association Junior Welterweight title. And what is an upset, in my opinion, 116-111, 114-113, 116-114. That knockdown solidified the victory. I had Hatcher winning by 1. The first judge had Hatcher by 5. The second judge by 1. The third judge by 2. So, Cutter Historical is 2 for 2. He picked Chavez in bout 1, and he picked Hatcher in bout 2. Unbelievable. What a brawl. As Cutter Historical in the chat goes, yes, 2 for 2. I actually thought they were going to screw Gene Hatcher, even though I had him victorious. So, wow, I was a little surprised. You could see it hear it in my voice, excuse me. Wow. Another great bout down, 3 more to go. So Gene Hatcher wins the vacant United States Boxing Association Junior Welterweight title. That's going to put him in line for bigger and better things. Now up next, the vacant World Middleweight Championship, Marvin Hagler, Carlos Monzon. In real life, this did not happen, but we're making it happening here on our channel. Marvin Hagler is 1-0 in our universe. He won the vacant United States Boxing Association middleweight title by stopping Frank the Animal Fletcher. In reality, he was 63-3-2 with 52 stoppages, and he hailed from Brockton, Massachusetts. Carlos Monzon from Santa Fe, Argentina, making his debut. He is the number 1 ranked middleweight against Hagler, who's the number 2 ranked middleweight. Monzon, 87-3-9 with 59 stoppages. Both are pressure fighters. Hagler will have a slight edge in control factor. Hagler's power is an 8. Monzon's power is a 7. Hagler's endurance is a 30. Monzon's power endurance is a 26. Hagler never fights elusive. 1 through 8 outside, 9 through 13 inside, 14 through 20 pressure. Monzon never fights elusive. 1 through 9 outside, as he has a good jab and a good right cross. 10 through 13 inside, not a very good inside fighter. I've seen film on him. And 14 through 20 pressure. Monzon was a very good fighter. I watched a lot of film on him. I mean, at the end of his career, he didn't want to fight Hagler. He didn't want to fight Vito Anafirmo. And to be honest with you, I thought Emil Griffin beat him in his title defense. I thought Emil Griffin beat him in Argentina. They didn't give him the decision. Bernie Briscoe, I think Bernie Briscoe also fought him. I'm positive. And he didn't get... But I thought Emil Griffin beat him. So, those are just my opinions. Now we go to the ring for this middleweight world championship fight. Who will win the vacant title? Still to come, Liston Johnson, and then the main event, the heavyweight championship of the world, Tunney Foreman. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Carlos Monzon, ring center. Ring center. Referee Gardner gives them their final instructions. There are no questions. You can see the Marvelous One chomping at the bit to take this championship. Hagler, red corner. Monzon, blue corner. Here's the bell for round number 1. Hagler with the slight edge in control. And Monzon goes to the belt line. Referee Gardner says it's okay. It's Monzon working behind that jab. He lands a jab and a right hook to the body as he's staying on the outside. So is Hagler. Hagler will switch from orthodox to southpaw and back and forth. Sean, 1113 says, good evening. Hagler will beat Monzon in a close one. Dave Little has joined us. Hope all is well. We continue with round one. And it's Monzon being first. The jab and the right hook. And Hagler just walks through it. But Monzon stays at distance. He is timing Hagler's rushes in a way. He continues to throw. Hagler blocks the cross but doesn't punch. Now Hagler gets in, but he misses his shots. Monzon does a good job there. Hagler lands on the belt line. Both fighters feint but don't throw. It's a feeling out round, but it's a round that Monzon is winning. Monzon would love to fight this round for each of the next 14 rounds. This is a very comfortable pace for Monzon right now. There's 2 jabs and a right hand. The right hand was grazing, but they're scoring blows. Under 30 seconds ago, a really good round for the Argentinian, Carlos Monzon. Hagler looks to fire, and Hagler misses the cross as Monzon calmly walks back to his corner. Hagler was a little bit frustrated there. It was a feeling out round, but Monzon scored. That round goes to Monzon in our eyes. Hagler goes down to 28 endurance points, Monzon 24. Ringside scorer gives it to Carlos Monzon. Round 2, scheduled for 15, vacant middleweight championship. And again, Monzon's getting those high rolls, giving him the control, and Monzon punches. He lands a left jab, and again, the right hook, this time to the head of Hagler. Hagler applying the pressure. Hagler digs hooks to the body. Monzon moves away. Monzon trying to work from distance. Hagler cuts off the ring. Hagler wings. Hagler's a little wild right now, a little frustrated. He missed those blows. Monzon comes back with a jab and a right cross, snapping the head of Hagler. Hagler gets in tight, lands a wild combination to the body, and he grazed Monzon with a hook to the head. Hagler fighting southpaw. Monzon, oh, he nails him with a right cross. And Hagler walks through it. Hagler walks through it. Monzon continues to work behind the jab, and he hooks to the body. Hagler is really being kept off balance by a well-educated jab of Carlos Monzon. Monzon again throws that left jab, and he hooks to the body of Marvin Hagler. And by the time Hagler wants to return fire, Monzon is gone. Monzon staying from distance. Both fighters throw and miss. Excuse me. Another round for Carlos Monzon. Hagler down to 23 endurance points. Monzon 22. First 2 rounds. Oh, wow. They gave round 2 to... I don't know how you give round 2 to Hagler there. But the ringside scorer just did. D. Scott Howard asks, why is the referee wearing skates in the ring? Here we go. Round number 3. Hagler works his way inside. Pounds the body. The uppercut was grazing. Monzon was able to move away. Monzon uses a beautiful 3-punch combination. The left and the right hitting Hagler in the head, and then Monzon digs to the body. Hagler looks to pound away, and he does, as he tries to slow down Monzon with body shots. Monzon comes right back. Monzon throws his punches, but Hagler's timing them well. Monzon missed. Monzon fires again. Lands the cross. He feinted with a jab, and he caught Hagler with the cross. Another good round so far for Carlos Monzon. As I say that, Hagler leaps in with the uppercut and then a left to the body. Hagler fighting southpaw at the moment. Hagler continues to work. Hagler misses. Hagler really out of sync. He's almost looking like when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard late in his career. Hagler continues to punch. He works that body. He's not been able to land good to the head, but Hagler now concentrating on the body. Final 30 seconds. Monzon looks to throw, and he lands the 1-2. The jab and the right hand. Again, the right hand was grazing, but they're scoring blows. Another good round for Monzon. We've given the first 3 rounds to the man from Santa Fe, Argentina, Carlos Monzon. The ringside score has it 2-1 Monzon. And now Monzon decides, well, Monzon, feeling his oats, thinks he can push Hagler back. Let's see if he's gonna. He's gonna apply the pressure. Marvelous Marvin will welcome it. But Monzon's gonna punch. And it is a beautiful left uppercut and then a right cross, snapping the head of Hagler. Hagler looks to come back. He lands a right cross. It was grazing, but a good left to the body of Carlos Monzon. Hagler pounding away with a double left hook as he goes orthodox now. Hagler continues to fight inside. He misses the shots. Counter, a 1-2 by Monzon. Monzon is in danger when he is pressing the fight. Hagler has to take advantage of this. Hagler again misses, and Monzon retaliates with a 4-punch combination. The Argentinian opens up. He really doesn't want to do that against Hagler. He dug 2 to the body and then 2 to the head. Uppercut right hand after. Good job by Monzon. Monzon right in the wheelhouse, lands a cross and a left hook. Hagler has a minor cut under the right eye. The Argentinian has really fought well in these early rounds. Hagler sees his blood and he opens up with a wild combination and he misses. Unbelievable. Monzon picking Hagler apart at the moment. Again, Hagler wings wildly but doesn't score. Monzon behind the jab. Oh my lord! The jab, the right hand, and the left uppercut snaps the head of Hagler as Hagler was caught switching up between orthodox and southpaw. And I give another round to Carlos Monzon. I have it 4-0 for the man from Argentina. Hagler down to 16 endurance points. Monzon down to 16 endurance points. The ringside score has it 3-1, Carlos Monzon. Hagler, the Petronellis, trying to give Hagler some advice. Hagler's just being kept off balance with the jab of Monzon. The bell for round 5. Hagler, Monzon, they meet at ring center. Hagler again misses with his punches. No counter by Monzon. Again, Hagler misses with the punches. This is the defense. You get a 3 or under, and Monzon's getting those rolls, and he is able to parry away those punches. Both fighters land evenly in a toe-to-toe exchange. They're standing in tight, and Monzon misses. Hagler counters with a right cross. Good right cross. Best punch of the fight so far for Marvin Hagler. Will that change the tide of battle? Hagler, and it does! Right hand, left hook to the body, left hook to the head. And Monzon pushes away Hagler, but that was a solid combination by Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler continues to punch. Right cross, left hook to the head. And Monzon blinks. He blinks. He took a step back, and Hagler continues to fire away with a left and a right. He is staying orthodox, and he is nailing Monzon. Monzon looks to come back. He comes back with a right hand and a left hook to the head of Marvin Hagler. Final moments of round 5, and it's Monzon punching at the bell. Right hand, left hook, right hand, and Hagler pushes Monzon away. Good, solid combination. That was a heck of a round. And I think Monzon might have evened it up at the end. Hagler down to 12 endurance points. Monzon 11. I gave that round even. They gave it to Hagler. Unofficially, the ringside score, Monzon 48, Hagler 47. Round 6, scheduled for 15. There's the bell. Monzon takes control from distance behind the jab as Hagler now goes back to southpaw. And Monzon is unable to hit the southpaw Hagler with the hooks. Hagler with the lead right. And then the straight left, but he misses. Monzon comes back as he digs hard to the body with a left right and then a left hook to the head of Hagler. Hagler stays southpaw, and he is caught with the jabs of Carlos Monzon. Toe-to-toe exchange. It was an even exchange. Hagler continues to apply pressure out of the southpaw stance. Hagler looking to land. Right hook to the body, then a left hook to the head. Monzon comes back with a jab and a right hand. And Hagler is just starting. He is wearing down the right eye. is giving Hagler some trouble. Both fighters feint but don't throw. Under a minute to go here in round 6. Again, they feint and they don't throw. 30 seconds to go. Hagler gets in range, and Hagler, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, and Monzon bottled on that one, but the bell sounded. Oh my lord, and Hagler sneers at Carlos Monzon as he walks gingerly back to his corner. Monzon really felt that, and it just came at the wrong time for Marvin Hagler, but those are hard shots. Hard shots landed by marvelous Marvin Hagler. Jeff Ray has joined us. Hope all is well. Jeffrey, thank you for joining us, and we're very happy you can catch this one live. As Tampa Bay continues to lose to Tampa Bay continues to lose to New Orleans to the joy of Nurse Teresa, who picked the Saints in the football pool. That round they gave to Hagler unofficially after 6, 57-57. I think I still have Monzon up by a point. Round 7 coming up. Hagler down to 7 endurance points. Monzon 9. Another fantastic bout here at the Astro. There's the bell. And Hagler and Monzon will both work from distance. Hagler still from the southpaw stance, throws the right jab, and he misses. He misses both punches. Monzon comes back, and Monzon does not miss. The jab in the right hand has found Hagler all fight long. Good job by Carlos Monzon. Toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Both fighters scored evenly. No one had an advantage there. Now they tie up. Hagler tries to work on the inside, but Monzon is all octopus arms. Referee Gardner breaks them. Hagler feints. Monzon walks towards him. Oh! He feinted the right jab, nailed him with the left cross, and then a right to the rib cage. Hagler looking to take advantage here, and again he just lets his hands go. Maybe he's in a rhythm now. A combination to the head and then down to the body by marvelous Marvin Hagler. Both fighters, again, do not throw punches. Under a minute to go, and it's Hagler firing away. And it's the right jab and then the straight left, nailing Monzon. Maybe it's Monzon starting to tire. And Hagler wings wildly at the bell. Monzon gets his hands up. Another round in the books. I give it to marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler down to 5 endurance points. Monzon down to 6 as we approach round 8. Unofficial score has Hagler up 67-66. The bell for round 8. And it's Monzon taking control, trying to use his jab from distance, and he does. 2 jabs in the right hand. Strike Hagler. Again, Monzon behind the jab. And the right cross had a little more oomph on it. Hagler walks through it. Hagler trying to stay and pot shot Monzon, but it's Monzon again. It is an educated right cross. He feinted the jab, lands the right cross and the left hook to the head of Hagler, and Hagler has a bad cut near the right eye. A lot of blood reminiscent to the Tommy Hearns fight. And all the things I said bad about Carlos Monzon have not come to fruition. He is making me eat crow at this moment in time. Can Hagler come up with a miracle? That is a lot of blood. Monzon opening up. He is throwing his punches, and he nails Hagler with a right cross, left hook, and another right cross. And Hagler trudges forward, bloody and all. Hagler needs to land something big. Hagler lands a cross and a left hook. Monzon backs up for a moment. Monzon fires, misses. Hagler lands a left cross as he goes back to southpaw. Hagler continues to fire, throwing punches but missing. Monzon counters with a left and then a right. The left to the body, the right uppercut to the head of marvelous Marvin Hagler. Under a minute to go here in round 8. Monzon back behind the jab, and he hooked to the body off the jab. Good job. It was a left jab, right hook to the body. The referee at the bell separates them, and that is a lot of blood near the right eye of Hagler, and the Petronellis quickly go to work on the marvelous one. Hagler only has 2 endurance points left. Monzon with 4. In the Argentinians' corner, they are very happy. He has done what he wanted to do. He has fought this fight mostly at his pace. Hagler switching up between orthodox and southpaw has not bothered the Argentinian one bit. Let's go to the ringside score. He has it dead even after 8. I'm pretty much in agreement there, though I think I have Monzon. Actually, no, I think I have Monzon by 2 points. Round 9, scheduled for 15 for the vacant middleweight championship of the world. And it's Monzon from distance, as Hagler knows he's got to apply pressure. That cut is bad. And as Hagler applies pressure from the southpaw stance, Monzon rat-a-tats him, 2 jabs and a right uppercut. Hagler gets inside, and Hagler bangs away at the body, lead right, and then the left hook to the body. Hagler out of the southpaw stance, again with the same combination to the body. Monzon gets a little distance, and he hooks to the body, and a chopping right hand to the head of Hagler. Hagler, big shots, but Monzon looks to counter, and that was a good toe-to-toe exchange in a way, as both fighters are throwing, but Hagler is bothered. You can see that blood getting in his eye. Hagler goes to the belt line. We have a minute to go in round 9. Hagler continues to fire punches, and that was a solid left cross after the right jab, snapping the head of Carlos Monzon. Monzon trying to keep that distance. Hagler applying the pressure, gets in tight as he works the body of the Argentinian overtime. 4 punches to the body of Carlos Monzon. Out of the southpaw stance, Monzon looks to retaliate as he hooks to the body with the left and then a right. That's the conclusion of round number 9. Hagler is fatigued. His control goes up by 1. He's a bloody mess. His power drops to 5. Monzon still has 1 endurance point. So after 10 rounds, the ringside scorer has Hagler up by 1. I have Monzon up slightly. Here's the bell for round 10. Monzon working behind the jabs. 2 jabs and a right hook to the body of the moving forward Marvin Hagler. Now Monzon ties up Hagler. Actually walks Hagler back. You can see the blood on Monzon's shoulder and chest area. That's the blood of marvelous Marvin Hagler. Monzon, good job. He feinted the jab and nails Hagler with a right hook and then a left hook to the body. The right hook was to the head. Monzon feints but doesn't fire. Hagler getting inside, digs the hook to the body. It was a right hook to the body and then a left hook to the body. Hagler staying southpaw. Hagler, this time he feints the right jab. The right jab and then the left hook to the body and up to the head. Good job by Hagler. Monzon, Monzon catches Hagler with a right uppercut and a left hook, snapping the head of the marvelous one. Under a minute to go here in round 10. Hagler looks to retaliate, wings wild punches. Monzon counters with a crisp 1-2 combination. And at the bell, it's Monzon throwing and Monzon landing. Again, jab, right hand. Monzon doing an excellent job. And that cut is really bothering Hagler. As again, the Petronellis get the marvelous one on the stool and work feverishly to control that cut. Monzon's power is down to a 4, his defense down to a 2. As he goes fatigued, both control factors are even once again. Hagler's chin down to a 9, his will check down to a 9, defense is a 1, power is a 5. Round 11, we have an update from Sean, 11-13. Final score, New Orleans 9, Tampa Bay 0. Unbelievable. Nurse Teresa had New Orleans. Nurse Teresa had Indianapolis. Nurse Teresa even had Detroit today. Nurse Teresa might be winning the office football pool. Here we go, round 11. Hagler from distance. This time he's orthodox, and it's a jab, the left jab, and a right hook to the ribs of Carlos Monzon. Both fighters do not throw punches in there. Both fighters winged punches and missed. They were just out of range. And again, they feint but don't throw. Hagler gets Monzon to come to him, and Hagler rat-a-tats him with 2 jabs and a right hand. Hagler's gone orthodox. Hagler having some success. Hagler with a jab and another right hand. snapping the head of Carlos Monzon. Monzon's blinking, has a little bit of an abrasion, but no blood. Hagler really opening up. This time, he jabs another right hand and then a left hook to the head. Hagler timing Monzon beautifully in this round. Right hand left hook to the head of Monzon. Monzon looks to fire at the bell, and he misses. A really, really good comeback round for Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Wow, that was an excellent round by Hagler. In our eyes, he easily won that round. Round 12 coming up. Let's quickly go to the ringside score. Dead even after 11, 105, 105. I think we also have a dead even. Again, our scorecards are unofficial. Here we go, round 12. Both fighters from distance. Now they tie up. Referee Gardner breaks them. Both fighters throw but miss. Monzon, behind the jab, hooks to the body. It was a right hook to the body. Again, both fighters wing and miss. They're trying to time each other as they move forward. Toe-to-toe exchange there. Even exchange. Hagler, foot feints. Again, he gets Monzon to come to him. Oh, good combination to the head of Carlos Monzon. Hagler staying orthodox, so as a left-right, they were hooks to the head. Monzon comes right back as he hooks the left to the body and a right uppercut to the head of Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler retaliates with two jabs. 30 seconds to go, and it's Hagler throwing, and he lands the right cross and a left hook to the body. Hagler feinted with the jab, landed the right cross, and dug the left to the rib cage of Monzon. We're coming up on the championship rounds now. 13, 14, and 15. Another tremendous tussle here at the Astrodome. Remember, Liston and Johnson coming up, and then the main event, Tunney, Foreman. Round 13, the hard luck round. Just ask Jake LaMotta. Here we go. Monzon takes control, working the jab. It's a jab, and then the right hook to the body. Monzon continues to work that jab. Same combination, rinse and repeat. Monzon, this time he goes to the head. He jabbed and then came with the right to the head of Hagler. Excellent start for Carlos Monzon. Neither fighter throws, but it's Monzon. Oh! Right hand, lead right, left hook, and another right cross. And Hagler buckles. Monzon with an opportunity here, and Monzon hooks to the body, but missed the right cross to the head. Monzon looking to follow up, and he does. Jab right hand. And blood continues to flow now from that bad cut near the right eye of Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler in deep trouble. Right hook, left hook to the head of Carlos Monzon. 30 seconds to go. Hagler firing away. Right cross, left hook again. And there's the bell. But we give that round to the man from Santa Fe, Argentina, Carlos Monzon. They continue to work the cut in the Hagler corner. Hagler's power down to 4. Unbelievable. Monzon might be doing this. Here we go. And it's Hagler pressing inside, banging away with a left. He's fighting orthodox. Left hook to the body, right cross to the head. Both fighters exchange, ring center. Monzon a little slower now. Hagler's able to cut the ring off a little better. As I say that, Monzon lands a right uppercut and a left hook to the pressing forward Marvin Hagler. Shots were to the head. They tie up. Referee Gardner breaks them. Hagler on the inside is smothered. Those punches did not land. Monzon back at distance, doesn't throw. A minute to go here in round 14. Monzon pawing the jab but not throwing. Hagler's not throwing. We're coming up on the bell, and it's Hagler at the bell with a jab and a right hand. A very slow-paced round 14. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes of boxing. Who will claim the vacant middleweight championship? Monzon's power has dropped to a 3. Let's just go to the ringside score. Marvin Hagler has a slight edge on the ringside scorer's card. I have it even, I believe. Here we go. Another close fight from the Astrodome. They touch gloves. This is it. Who will win the vacant middleweight championship? There's the bell. Hagler pressing forward. Monzon trying to push him back, and Monzon is nailed with a right uppercut and a left to the body. They tie up. Referee Gardner breaks them. It's Hagler punching, and it's a left hook, left hook to the head of the pressing Monzon, and Monzon buckles. Monzon buckles. Hagler with an opportunity. Hagler lands a right hand and a left hook and a right uppercut. Monzon backs up towards the ropes. Hagler punching away. Hagler hooks to the body with the left and the chopping right hand to the head of Monzon. Monzon on the ropes. Monzon lingering. Hagler lands across and a left hook to the head of Monzon. Monzon, blood coming from his mouth. It is spewing as he is being tagged over and over again. That blood is hitting the people at ringside. Toe-to-toe exchange. Monzon still on the ropes. Hagler pounding away with a left and a right. Final 30 seconds. Monzon fighting off the ropes. And there is the bell. Monzon landed a pity-pat combination at the end. But that definitely was a marvelous Marvin Hagler round. This fight, who is it going to go to? We're going to find out in moments. Unofficially, Marvin Hagler is the winner by the ringside scorer, 144-142, in a very tough fight. I had it even after 14. I gave that last round to Hagler. I have him winning the championship by 1 point, but Monzon fought much better than I thought he would against marvelous Marvin Hagler, cutting him up bad. Both fighters were hurt late in this bout. Now we go to our ring announcer as Dave Gardner has collected the scorecards and given them to Cleve Baseball Fan 879, our good friend Tim. 143-142 Monzon, 143-143 even, 143-143 even. It is a majority draw. Neither Hagler or Monzon will take the title home tonight. And both corners and pugilists are quite upset. There will be a rematch in the future. Holy cow. Brockton, Massachusetts will not claim another championship as marvelous Marvin Hagler and Carlos Monzon, the man from Santa Fe, Argentina, fight to a majority draw. The first judge gave the fight to Monzon by 143-142, and then the next two judges had it even, 143-143. We saw it unofficially 1 point for Hagler. What a fight. Let's go to the fight report real quick. All three judges gave Hagler rounds 14 and 15. Round 13, all three judges went to Monzon. Round 12, Hagler. You had a split in round 11. Round 10, Monzon. Round 9, all for Hagler. 8 all Monzon. Unbelievable close fight. Wow. As Sox Arizona has joined us here at the Houston Astrodome for this extravaganza. Check out that wonderful channel. Sox Arizona. Sean 1113 says Hagler was robbed again. Shades of the Antifermo fight. But they will fight a rematch. They will fight a rematch, obviously. Now the co-main event. 12 rounds for the United States Boxing Association Heavyweight Championship. This is a de facto title eliminator. Sonny Liston, number 2 ranked heavyweight, against Jack Johnson, the number 1 ranked heavyweight. Johnson making his inaugural debut in our universe for Legends of Boxing on the channel. Liston is 1-0. He won a close decision over Rocky Marciano to claim this vacant United States Boxing Association title. Liston overall, 50 wins, 4 losses, no draws, 39 stoppages. He hails from St. Louis, Missouri. Jack Johnson will be the crowd favorite. The Galveston Giant hails from Galveston, Texas. 77, 13, and 14 with 48 stoppages, 19 no decisions. Back in the day, they had no decision fights. Liston is a pressure fighter. Johnson is a tactician. So 9-9. It's going to be about an even. It will be an even control factor because you can see control against the T is a 9 for Liston, and control against the pressure fighter, as I call it, is a 9 for Jack Johnson. Power will go to Liston, 8. Johnson's power is a 4. Endurance will go to Jack Johnson, 27 to Liston's 22. Liston never fights elusive. He fights outside 1 through 7, inside 8 through 15, and 16 through 20. Sonny's bringing the pressure. Jack Johnson fights elusive 1 through 4, outside 5 through 15, inside 16 through 19, and only brings the pressure on a 20 roll. Again, those rolls are behind the scenes. Hockey Unreal says, can Marvin ever lose cleanly? That's the question. All right. Again, Liston 1-0 in our universe. Jack Johnson making his debut. Liston likes to hook, and he has a good jab. Johnson likes to throw the cross. He feints with the jab a lot, throws the cross, and he likes to hit you with that uppercut. Ask Stanley Ketchel, who Johnson departed Ketchel of his senses and his teeth. Co-main event, 12 rounds, USBA heavyweight title. Liston is the champion. Fighters have gotten their instructions. They go back to their corners. Liston out of the red corner. Jack Johnson out of the blue corner. Here's the bell for round number 1. And Johnson has control. He feints the jab, lands the right cross, and then a left-right to the body of Sonny Liston as he is trying to push Liston back to show Liston he's not afraid of him. Liston hooks to the body. Both fighters with an even exchange. Johnson trying to show Liston, I'm the big dog in this fight. Oh, and he does! Oh, a lead right and a left uppercut snaps the head of Sonny Liston. Liston, in rage, comes right back with a right cross and a left hook to the body. This is being fought ring center. Liston with a jab and a right hand on Jack Johnson. Johnson misses with his hooks. Liston counters with a left and a right hook. And Johnson is down! Johnson is down! Liston goes to the neutral corner. The counts reach 6. Johnson begins to rise. He'll take the mandatory 8. Unbelievable. The Galveston Giant is dropped by Sonny Liston. And Liston is a voracious finisher. Here goes Sonny. Oh, he is pounding away at Johnson. Johnson trapped on the ropes. Sonny pounding away again. And Johnson is down. Johnson is down. A wiretap windmilling combination sends Johnson down. 8, 9, 10. It is over. Sonny Liston has just annihilated Jack Johnson. Holy cow. Boy, did Jack Johnson make a mistake of coming out and trying to pressure Sonny Liston. He walked into Sonny Liston's wheelhouse as Sonny Liston totally annihilates Jack Johnson to the shock and chagrin of this pro-Johnson crowd here at the Houston Astrodome. Unbelievable. Sonny Liston just Floyd Patterson Jack Johnson. Holy cow. Liston retains his USBA heavyweight title. He couldn't knock out Rocky Marciano in a tight fight, but my God, did he annihilate Jack Johnson. Johnson really was hurt bad, and you can see his chin dropped to that 6. He went down twice. The second time he did not get up. Referee Dave Gardner reached a 10 count as the bell sounded. Unbelievable, absolute annihilation of the Galveston Giant, and that will eliminate him from any sort of title contention for a while. Wow! Sonny Liston will be next up for the winner of George Foreman and Gene Tunney. I don't know how you can deny Sonny now. As D. Scott Howard says, the bare explanation point. Cleve Baseball Fan 879 says, that was quick. That was an annihilation. Holy cow! Unexpected. He just... I knew when I saw... So he got the bad luck roll. He got the 20 roll in the background, and he's applying pressure. You're basically going into Sonny Liston. And he's no Rocky Marciano. Wow. Liston annihilates him. He's now 2-0 with a stoppage, with a knockout. And Jack Johnson is still not up on his feet yet, as Dr. Dave Little is going slow with the Galveston Giant, who crumbled at the power of the Bear, Sonny Liston. And again, it was Ali who named Sonny Liston the Big Ugly Bear. D. Scott Howard says that's what everyone thought Sonny would do with Ali. Well, he did it with Jack Johnson tonight. Main event to come. Holy cow, was that an utter annihilation? Wow. I love my boxing games. And the crowd is in shock. Sonny Liston will be the mandatory contender for George Foreman or Gene Tunney. If Gene Tunney retains the title, he will have to face Sonny Liston. He might be able to take an elective defense, but he will then have to face Sonny Liston within 2 fights. If Foreman wins, Foreman will get he'll be able to choose an opponent. I like to do that, but then he'll have to face Sonny Liston. And I don't think we're going to fight Liston against... Liston has just beaten Rocky Marciano and Jack Johnson. I don't think if we give Liston another fight, it's going to be someone that he should do decent against, but you never know. I don't think we fight Sonny again until he gets his title shot. Wow! So once again, Sonny Liston knocks out Jack Johnson as referee Dave Garner arrives at the 10 count as the bell sounds in round number 1. Sonny Liston retains his United States Boxing Association heavyweight title. Oh my God. Well, the main event is here. Gene Tunney, the heavyweight champion of the world, takes on George Foreman. Foreman easily decisioned Jack Dempsey after pummeling him in the first half of their 10-round bout. Dempsey did come on a bit at the end, but Foreman won an easy decision to gain this title shot. Gene Tunney, overall record 61-1-1 with 19 no decisions or no contests, 45 stoppages for the Fighting Marine. He had a 2-fight battle with Kenny Norton. First fight was a draw. The second fight went to Tunney. Tunney fought much better in the second fight. Foreman, again, coming off a really convincing win over Dempsey by decision, where he dropped Dempsey on several occasions but could not finish him off. The man from Houston, Texas, will be the fan favorite, Big George Foreman, 76-5-0 with 68 stoppages. Foreman's power is an 11. Dempsey's power is a 3. Tunney's power is a 3. Tunney's endurance is 27. This is where Foreman has trouble. It's a 15. Tunney, against pressure fighters, his control is 9. Foreman, against what I call tactical fighters, is 9. So the control factor is going to be even, the way I see it. Tunney fights elusive 1 through 14. On the outside, 15 through 19, and only a 20 roll will he bring pressure. He never fights inside. Foreman never is elusive. He throws hard, ponderous punches. He has a good jab. He can be wild at times. He fights on the outside 1 through 9. On the inside, only a 10. He brings the pressure 11 through 20. He's always trying to knock your block off. Tunney is 2-1-0 in the universe. He won the title by stopping Lennox Lewis in 15 rounds at Wembley Stadium. And he had a draw with Norton, and then he defeated Norton. George Foreman, as we stated, defeated Dempsey unanimous points, and he dropped him quite a few times early but couldn't finish him off. But as George Foreman goes, he did tire late in that bout. Here we go, main event. This is it from the Astrodome. What a fun card so far. Chavez TKO'd Alexis Arguello in the 9th round to claim the vacant lightweight championship. Billy Costello lost a unanimous close decision to Gene Hatcher in a brawl. It went 12 for the USBA junior welterweight title. So congrats to Gene Hatcher and Julio Cesar Chavez. And Marvin Hagler, Carlos Monzon, they fought to a draw for the middleweight championship that was vacant. They will again fight. Sonny Liston just annihilated Jack Johnson, knocking him out at the end of round 1. Here we go. Main event, Gene Tunney, the Fighting Marine, from Greenwich, Connecticut, against Big George Foreman from Houston, Texas. Both pugilists are in the ring. Referee Gardner brings him to ring center. There are no questions from the chief seconds. Both fighters touch gloves and go back to their corners. Tunney will fight elusive. Foreman will try to land from the outside. It might be difficult against Tunney. Here we go, round 1. Tunney has control. Tunney throws the jab in the right hand. Foreman gets his big arms up and parries the punches away. Tunney continues to work behind the jab, and he is short with those punches. He is very leery of the power of George Foreman. He's not setting down. He's moving. And there it is, 2 jabs and a right hand. Tunney doesn't want to throw more than 3 punches. Tunney, lead cross, doesn't throw the hook to the body. Foreman wings his punches. Wild right hand, left hook lands on Tunney. And his eye is ballooning up with those 2 hellacious shots. They were wild but quick, and they smacked the champion in the face, bad swelling near the right eye. Tunney on his horse, blinking. Foreman, left hook, right hook to the body, left hook to the head, and Tunney grabs on. He looks okay. Tunney trying to stay away, 2 jabs and a right hand. Foreman blinks but moves forward. Tunney again fires with a lunging left hook, grazing George Foreman. Final 30 seconds, it's Tunney punching at the bell, and Tunney with a double left hook to the head. And that made Foreman blink and stop his advance. Wow. We give that round, though, to George Foreman with that good combination that swelled up Tunney's eye. Let's go to the ringside scorer. They gave it to Tunney. I could see it either way. I just like the bigger punching by Foreman. Though Tunney did land that double left hook at the end. They work the right eye of Tunney. That swelling will only get worse, most likely. Round 2. Foreman takes control as he applies the pressure, trying to cut off the ring on Gene Tunney. Jab and a right hand lands on Tunney. Tunney ties up Foreman as Foreman backs him into the corner. Referee breaks him. Tunney gets away. Foreman pursues. He lands a wild hook to the head of Tunney. It was a grazing shot. Tunney looks to come back. And Tunney with a 4-punch salvo to the head of George Foreman. Left, right. And Foreman is down! Foreman gets up at the count of 3. He'll take the mandatory 8. Oh, Gene Tunney caught Foreman coming in with a 4-punch combination, and down went Foreman. Tunney looking to finish. Pause with the jab and lands a right hand. Tunney continues. Oh, a good combination. And Foreman backs up. Foreman looks to have his bearings for the moment, and he ties up Tunney. Unbelievable. Toe-to-toe exchange. Neither fighter had an advantage. And another toe-to-toe exchange. And Tunney goes back to his corner smiling. Big George in dismay. That's a 10-8 round. Definitely for Tunney. Wow. So Big George Foreman moving forward, just got Tunney timed him coming in, and he let his hands go, and down went Foreman. Tunney loses 2 endurance points. Foreman loses 5. Foreman is in a world of hurt at the moment. He has 7 endurance points left. His chin is down to a 7. His will is a 6. Round 3. Tunney looking good. And Tunney is going to fire. And Tunney feeling his oats. 2 jabs. And this time he hooks a right to the body of George Foreman. Tunney again. 2 jabs. And this time a right uppercut snapping the head of George Foreman. And he moves away. Foreman plods forward. Stops, and he gets rat-a-tatted by 2 jabs, but no right hand. Tunney feinted the right, but decided to move away. Foreman is waiting, and now he throws. He misses the jab in the right hand. Tunney in complete control. Foreman winds up. He lands a solid right and a left hook. They were to the body. Tunney comes back with 2 clean jabs, but he's keeping his distance. Those body shots got Tunney's attention for sure. A minute to go here in round 3. Foreman, left hook, right hook to the body, and a left hook to the head. Tunney is hurt. Tunney tries to grab on. Foreman pushes him away. Foreman fires, and he lands a chopping right hand on Gene Tunney. And there is the bell as Tunney was on his bicycle to get away from Big George Foreman. So a good comeback round for Foreman. And I don't know who that's going to go to. Tunney down to 21 endurance points. Foreman down to 5. Foreman's got to do something soon. Chin's 7 now. Will's 6. He still has that tremendous power at an 11. They gave round 3 to Foreman. I could see that. 27-29 Tunney. Round 4, scheduled for 15. Tunney defending his heavyweight championship of the world. Tunney feints but moves away. Tunney behind the jab. 2 jabs. No right cross, though. Tunney continues to work that jab, and there's the right cross left hook. Foreman has blood coming from his mouth. Tunney has split his lips. Tunney continues to punch. 2 clean jabs, but no right hand. He's trying to walk Foreman into that right hand. Foreman throws the jab in the right, but misses. Tunney is gone. He is not there. Foreman, oh, and as I say that, Foreman shoves Tunney back off balance, lands a wild left, right, left. Those were hooks, and Tunney slides away from the ropes. Tunney was able to slide away from the ropes. Those wild shots did land, though, by Foreman. Foreman lands a jab and a good right cross. And Tunney has a cut under the left eye. So he's getting lumped up from the power of Big George Foreman. Tunney, 2 jabs. Again, circle, side-to-side movement. And there's the bell. No one threw at the bell. Tunney down to 19 endurance points. Foreman down to 3. Foreman breathing very heavily in his corner. Round 5, scheduled for 15, the championship at stake. Foreman lands a left-right. Both were hooks to the body. Foreman continues to punch. Oh! Right hand, left hook, right hook. And Tunney is hurt. Tunney is backing up. Foreman measuring. But he missed the follow-up blows. Both fighters land as Tunney gets away from the ropes. He had to fight off those ropes, though. Foreman stalking Tunney, and Foreman lands a hard combination to the body, then up to the head. These are hard, wild punches, but they're landing for Foreman. Now Tunney ties him up. Foreman leans on him as he presses Tunney's back into the ropes. Referee Gardner breaks them. A minute to go here in round 5. Tunney gets away, lands a lunging hook, but no more. Foreman comes back. Again, left-right hook to the body. He is winging hard, and there's the bell. Tunney down to 16 endurance points. Foreman has 1 endurance point. Round 6, scheduled for 15. Foreman takes control. He wings wildly, and Tunney just parries the blows away, but no counter. Now Tunney. Beautiful jab. 2 jabs striking Foreman. Foreman cuts the ring off. Lands a hook to the body, but the right hand missed to the head. Tunney feints. Foreman doesn't throw. Neither does Tunney. Foreman misses 2 jabs. He was looking to load up the right hand. Tunney looking to set up a counter, but he doesn't throw. There's the right cross by Foreman and a left hook on the chin of Gene Tunney. Tunney very leery of the Foreman power. Foreman lands a right cross and then a left hook to the body. Tunney looks to come back. Trapped on the inside for a moment. He lands a couple of pity-pat hooks and moves away. Final 30 seconds, and Foreman lands a left hook and a right hook to the ribcage of Gene Tunney. Tunney down to 14 endurance points. Foreman has gone fatigued. His control factor goes up to 11. His defense stays at a 1. He can't go below a 1. Power drops to a 7. So now Tunney has taken Foreman into deep water. Round 7. Foreman comes out, looking to land shots from the outside, and he does. He feints the jab and lands 2 hooks to the body, right then left. Foreman continues to fire, but he missed with the jab in the right hand. Tunney, 2 pecking jabs. Tunney staying away. Both fighters throw and miss. Now, Foreman ties up, trying to maul Tunney. He's the bigger man. Referee Gardner breaks them. Foreman throws 2 punches, misses. Tunney counters with 2 jabs. Tunney not throwing the right hand, though. Gene missed with the right cross. There it was. He was trying to walk George into the right cross, but George got his hands up, parried the blow away. No punches there. Final moments of round 7. And Tunney lands the left and then the right. Tunney down to 12 endurance points. Foreman is fatigued, breathing heavily in his corner. The unofficial score at ringside has Tunney down, actually. He has George Foreman up 67-66. Remember, Tunney dropped Foreman in round 2. We have it a close fight. In the Foreman corner, they're saying, let your hands go, George. In the Tunney corner, they wanted to move and just use the jab, walk him into the right hand. Tunney, there it is. Jab right hand. He walked Foreman into it. Foreman comes back, hooks to the body. Both fighters throw and miss. Foreman stalking his prey. Again, he hooks to the body with the left and the right. Tunney slowing down just a bit. Foreman able to catch up to him. He continues to hook to the body. Left, right. Tunney needs a throw here. Doubles up on the jab, but no right hand. Here's Gene once again. He threw the jab, and then a right hook to the side of Foreman, and then gets the hell out of dodge. Final 30 seconds. And they tie up. Foreman trying to rough up Tunney. Referee Gardner gets in there and breaks them. Tunney down to 10 endurance points. Foreman continues to get tired and tired. Will down to a 5 now. Will Tunney do what Jimmy Young did to Foreman in Puerto Rico? Round 9. Toe-to-toe exchange. Neither fighter landed hard as Tunney was getting out as he was throwing. They tie up, they break. Another toe-to-toe exchange. This time they sat down more in their punches, but Tunney giving as good as he gets. Foreman very frustrated. They're standing toe-to-toe. But Tunney moves quickly. Oh! Big shots by both, and both men blinked. Tunney thinking he has Foreman here. Foreman lands an uppercut and a right hand to the body. Foreman continues to punch. Doubles up on the left hook, body and head. Tunney slowing down. Tunney feints but doesn't fire. Final moments of round 9. And there's a lunging left hook at the bell by Gene Tunney. He might have landed a little right to the body also. Tunney 7 endurance points left. Foreman getting ice down his shorts to try to revive him. Foreman's powers dropped to a 6. That's still quite formidable. Tunney, they've worked the cuts. They've worked the swelling. His face is a mess. Foreman has busted him up with that power. Ringside scorer has Foreman up 86-85. He gave round 9 to Foreman, round 8 to Tunney. Crowd is abuzzed here at the Astrodome. Here we go, round 10, scheduled for 15. They tie up. Referee Gardner orders another break. Now pries them apart. Tunney works behind the jab. 2 jabs and a right cross, striking Foreman. Foreman still bleeding from the mouth. Foreman looks to come back, but he misses his wild combination. No retaliation by Tunney. Tunney misses his shots. Tunney tried to walk him into a right uppercut, but he missed badly. Foreman's dead tired. They tie up, and referee Gardner breaks them. Foreman, every time he ties up, tries to use his weight on Tunney. Tunney comes back with a couple of hooks to the body. Now gets away from Foreman. Foreman misses with his jab and his right hand. Foreman cannot cut the ring off, and Tunney rat-a-tats him. 2 jabs and a right cross. Final moments of round 10. A good round for Gene Tunney as he nails Foreman with the jab, but he grazed the right hand. Tunney still has 5 endurance points. Round 11. Round 11. In the Tunney corner, they have told Gene, you might be able to take him out. Here's the bell, round 11. Toe-to-toe exchange. Tunney getting a little more brave. Now Tunney stays on the inside. Foreman's able to tie him up. Foreman's dead tired. Now Tunney feints. Neither fighter throws. Tunney leaps in with a hook but misses. And there's another toe-to-toe exchange by both pugilists. Tunney goes to the belt line. Foreman continues to get slower and slower. Both fighters exchange and land. But it's Tunney getting the better of it, in my opinion. 2 good shots there by Tunney with the jab. The right hand did not catch Foreman cleanly, though. Tunney at the bell. He lands a hook to the head, and then he drives the right into the stomach pit of George Foreman. Tunney down to 3 endurance points. Foreman not looking very comfortable in his corner. Foreman's will is down to a 4. Tunney could be on the verge of a TKO victory. Remember, Tunney went down in round 2. No, did Tunney go down? I'm sorry, Foreman went down in round 2, excuse me. After 11 rounds, the ringside scorer has a dead even at 105. We have it a close fight also. Round 12. Foreman knows he has to do something big. He lands a jab and a looping right hand on Tunney. Tunney feints the jab and now walks Foreman into the right hand and then a left hook. Tunney continues to throw, but he misses. Foreman gets his big tired arms up, parrying away those blows. Tunney, the much fresher fighter, lands a hook to the body. Tunney getting braver and braver as this bout goes along. And again he hooks to the body, left and right. Shoves Foreman away. Foreman moves forward. He lands a left hook to the body, but missed with the right hand to the head. Tunney, 2 jabs and a right hand. Foreman looks in trouble here. He looks dead tired. Tunney should open up. Tunney opening up with combinations to the head of George Foreman. And at the bell, Tunney looked to throw the right hand, but didn't. Foreman, very, very exhausted, goes back to his corner. What happened here? What happened? Oh, it's only 12 rounds. That is it. Holy cow. I thought it was a 15-round fight. And that is it. And we have another draw. The second time Tunney has held on to his title. The scores are 114, 114, 115, 114 Foreman, and 115, 113 Tunney. I didn't even notice it said 12 rounds. I thought I had clicked on 15. So Gene Tunney, and there's a lot of controversy now, has retained his title by draw. Unbelievable. Let's go to the fight report. There's a lot of splits here. You can see Tunney rounds 1, Tunney round 2. Foreman, 2 out of 3 judges, 1 judge even. Tunney round 3, 2 out of 3 judges. Foreman round 4 for Tunney. Round 5 and 6, Foreman, all 3. Round 7 even, 1 Tunney, 1 Foreman. Same thing in round 8. Round 9, Foreman. Round 10, 2 for Foreman, 1 even. Round 11, Tunney. Round 12, 2 Tunney, 1 Foreman. 114, 114, 115, 114 Foreman, 115, 113 Tunney. Wow. I thought I had changed it to a 15-round bout. I didn't even notice it said 12 rounds. And we have a draw. Gene Tunney's second draw. And he's going to have to face Foreman. So it looks like we're going to have a card coming up of a rematch with Tunney Foreman and Hagler Monzon. Unbelievable. I did not realize I did not change that to 15 rounds. So it was 12 rounds, and that was one hell of a fight card. Chavez wins the lightweight championship, the vacant title, by stopping Alexis Arguello in the 9th. Gene Hatcher wins a unanimous decision, a close decision, over Billy Costello in a brawl over 12 rounds for the USBA Junior Welterweight title. Marvin Hagler and Carlos Monzon drew over 15 rounds. Sonny Liston annihilates Jack Johnson, knocking him out in 1 round as referee Dave Gardner reached the 10 count as the bell sounded for round 1. And then a 12-round draw, Tunney Foreman, we just witnessed it. Holy cow. What a fun night of boxing. We started off with Glory Days boxing. Marciano and Holyfield, check that out. I'm not going to spoil it. And as you just witnessed, we had 5 more fun fights using Legends of Boxing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Jeff Ray. Cleve Baseball Fan 879, our good friend Tim. Check out that channel. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. Thank you very much. Hockey Unreal, another fine YouTube content creator. Please subscribe to that one. Sean 1113, thank you. Sox Arizona, check out his wonderful channel. Dave Gardner, of course. Digital Dice with Ron Juckett. Make sure you subscribe to both their channels and check out Ron Juckett on Twitch. Dave Little was here. Check out his wonderful channel. I got to listen to his Journey with Jesus video tomorrow also. Cutter Historical had some good predictions. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining us. Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike. Check out his wonderful channel. Arnold Hunter was here. Thank you. Philip Reynolds, thank you. And we had a lot of fun. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smack that like button. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live and we do fun things like this. Boxing, football, baseball, hockey, and much, much more. Wrestling. We got everything on the channel. Sometimes we even shoot zombies. Also, check out the other wonderful content creators in our community, and let's help and support one another. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever you celebrate. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Stay safe, be smart. God bless. I greatly appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us for this 5-fight extravaganza using Legends of Boxing from the Astrodome. We had fun. Till next time, I love you all. God bless.